I wanted to do this on my tablet, but I couldn't because I don't have it right now, and even if I did, it probably wouldn't let me talk for as long as I want to, because this is a very serious video I want to make. I'll just keep it on the screen while I talk. Um, this year was just awful. So many bad things happened in this year. Like, so many bad things. And yet this is one of the best years of my life. It probably isn't for you, but for me at least, in the way I live my life, this is actually one of the best years I've ever had. And since I'm assuming my viewers are watching this and not people looking for Fortnite gameplay, um, I'll talk about some of the good things that happened. So, one of the good things that happened this year is that I found my favorite YouTuber ever, Mew Emmy Jones, Emmy in general. I don't like calling her Mew Emmy. I just prefer calling her Emmy. I found her this year. Best channel I've ever discovered. Highly underrated. Great, amazing channel. And yes, I found her before Sonic and Tails are. There's actually proof that I did. Before I even knew about it, I watched it before because I liked her music. And everything she did. And some of her streams. Remember that stream this year. I mean, 1 minute, next thing you know, she's streaming Pokemon only having 12 people watching, and the next thing you know, she's streaming on Twitch Sonic Adventure 2 and like over 50 are watching. And it's not like she was unpopular. Like, I look, she did streams a couple years back. She had people watching them, so I don't know what the hell happened. Or if she stopped streaming for a while, or if people just lost interest, or if people weren't interested in Pokemon really. I don't know. But only 12 people showed up. And I showed up because I wanted to, and I wanted to watch her. It was definitely a stream I'll never forget. Oh, that was weird. I'll definitely never forget that stream, and I'll never forget the first time I ever donated to her. I donated like $72 to her. That was amazing. I've never donated to anyone before. Never donated to a streamer or YouTuber, and actually felt great. Like, it's the best feeling I've probably ever had in life, was donating to someone like her. Other good things that happened? Well, for starters, this channel. I have had channels before in the past that didn't do well, where I did videos like this and I got no views. I didn't even try to make my videos, they were horrible. But if it wasn't for Mew Emmy, I probably would have never started this channel and started posting videos because I started doing test videos and then I was gonna do these vids, but then I decided to like do vids where, well, and I decided to do vids where I just, um, where I just, talk, as you've seen. And I've actually managed to get over 1,000 views in total, which is just insane to me that I was able to start this channel. I have 38 subscribers right now, and that's just so amazing to me. That, like, I have so many subscribers. Like, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but to me, 38 people subscribing and getting over, like, 50 views on a video, or sometimes 100, is a lot to me. And something I have to confess is that after becoming not a full-time YouTuber, just doing it as a hobby, just doing it as a thing, after becoming a hobby YouTuber, just something like that, I always thought that view counts meant people who had watched the video all the way, or at least watched some of it. But I learned that views just mean someone clicked on it. I learned that most people don't even really watch the entire way through, they only watch a couple minutes. Some might viewers do, but not a whole lot of them. So when I look at the videos with 100 views, I'm like, that's 100 clicks, but it's not like they watched it all the way through all of them. And it's kind of sad, but, it's still amazing that 100 people actually clicked on my review of Sonic and Tails R Episode 2. Why is that, like, my most popular video? Like, I'll talk about this now. My Sonic and Tails R Episode 2 for 5 reviews are really good. And you notice how they're, like, long-ish? Like, they're more than 2 minutes long. My Sonic and Tails R Episode 1 review, I like it. I still like it, but I might redo Episode 1 as a review because, like, I had more to say about Episode 5. and that was shortened to episode 1. So I think I'm gonna redo my review of episode 1. Not now, but around sometime I will redo my review of episode 1. I'll rewatch it even before making the video, and I'll say like a lot more things about it because I feel like I didn't talk about its full potential because a lot of things did happen in it. But yeah, yeah. Sonic and Tails are up in this year. That was a good thing that happened. We got Ryan as Sonic, which is good, but I mean, his Tails my favorite. Mike is Eggman, Jason is Shadow, Lisa is Amy. Um, we got so many great people helping with it. We got Joshua helping. We got Trey helping. We got, I think Sky helps with it. Who else would help with it? Dwayne, something like that. I don't know. I can't remember his name, but he helps with Sonic and Tails are. He's kind of the staff writer of it. This year was just so amazing for me. I know it was horrible for a lot of people, but this year wasn't too bad for me. Some bad things did happen this year, but those bad things could have happened literally last year, the year before that. That didn't even have anything to do with COVID, so I do count them as bad things that happened this year, but I feel like they could have happened literally any year, so they're not that bad. What else happened this year? I joined Twitter. I made a YouTube channel. Well, I already had the channel. I started making videos. I joined Twitter. I joined a bunch of social media sites. Like, this is one of the best years of my life, actually. It's funny how 2010 and 11 are some of the best years of my life, and this is one of them as well. It makes me glad I actually started this channel. I never thought I would get any more than 5 subs. But after making over 80 videos, it's just amazing, like, and I know people might think that I don't put effort in my videos, but I really do. I hit record, I talk, and I don't feel like I really need to edit it, because if something happens, I'll just redo the entire video. Unless I've been talking for like 20 minutes. At that point, I just don't care and just, you know, at that point. But sometimes I'll just There have been times where I've talked for like, you know what, I'm confessing now. There have been times where I've talked for a whole 6 minutes on a video, but then I didn't really like it, so I redid it. I re-recorded it, and then I re-recorded it again. So yes, I do put effort in my videos. Sometimes a lot, actually. These ones don't really take effort other than these, like the live stream bits. But the vids that like have black screen, like I'm thinking about improving my videos in the future because I've noticed that a black screen isn't really appealing. You're just hearing someone talk, so I might start using a webcam and just talking to camera because I feel like a lot more people would watch my videos entirely and hear me out and even click on it if I had my face showing the whole time, so I might do that. I might start using a face cam for all my videos. Does that mean the black videos will be gone where it's just a black screen? Yeah, probably. I probably won't even do my videos like that anymore. My videos will be the same. It'll just have a webcam. It'll just show my face the entire time. Because I'm not afraid. I used to be afraid of showing my face, but now I actually really like the way I look and don't mind it. And I don't mind the way I look. Like a lot of YouTubers out there don't do face reveals or anything like that. You know, for me, I just don't fucking care. I show my face sometimes in my videos. I don't care. I don't care how people think I look or how I don't look. That's the way I look, and I'm grateful for the way I look. I don't care how people, like, if someone says I'm ugly, like, that's their opinion on me. Unless people legitimately don't want to see my face. That might make me uncomfortable, but yeah, I don't mind the way I look now and wouldn't mind just using webcams. Every time you talk, you hear your own voice, yet it's hard for me to listen to recordings of my videos sometimes. So much stuff happened in this year. The Sonic movie came out, which, again, is probably my favorite movie ever. And I'm not just saying that like Sonic fan. No, literally, I think it's honestly my favorite movie ever. There's nothing about it I don't like. I like everything about the Sonic movie. Literally everything. Like, everything about that movie I like. There's nothing I don't like. I know that Sonic Floss is in it, but that's like so little that I don't care at that point. I've never watched a movie that was an hour and 40 minutes that I liked more. Definitely my favorite movie, and Sonic 2 will probably be my favorite because it has Tails in it. I feel like I neglect the other Sonic characters in my videos. I usually talk about Tails a lot, like a lot. I talk about Miles and not Sonic or Silver or Shadow or Knuckles or Rouge or Espio or Vector or Charmy or any of the other characters. I just, or Gamma or Big. I just usually talk about Tails. I think that might start changing soon. I might make videos where I talk about other Sonic characters. I have made videos about Knuckles before. You didn't know Knuckles is actually my least favorite Sonic character because of the way he's written in games, and he doesn't do his job at all, and he just kind of sucks, and I don't like him at all. Boom Knuckles, on the other hand, I don't mind because he doesn't have an emerald to guard. He's pretty good in that. He doesn't really have a purpose other than just being a Sonic character in Sonic Boom, though. Sonic has adventure, Tails is an adventure, Amy does things, whereas he's just kind of there for the sake of being there. Like, I like him a lot in Adventure 1 and 2, but then after that, he just wasn't that great. And actually, yeah, in Heroes, he was there for some reason. 6, he was. Lost World's my least favorite. I don't understand why Knuckles is in Lost World at all. Unleashed, this is, you know what? This is why I like Knuckles in Unleashed. Not being there is good because that's just telling me that he's just guarding the Master Emerald at that point, and that he can't leave his post. The only times he's ever left his post is in Sonic 3, Sonic Adventure, and Sonic Adventure 2, and all of those were because the Emerald either broke into pieces or was getting stolen, or he was on the island itself, still guarding it. So, yeah, Knuckles will probably always be my least favorite Sonic character until they fix him, which they might never do. You know, I've never had a series where I've wanted to punch my favorite character in the face. You think you wouldn't because they're your favorite and you like them a lot, but that's not the case with Tails. Tails, I just want to punch in the fucking face in Sonic Lost World. I just want to bash him on the skull, actually. He's shitty in that game. He sucks in that game. He's an egotistical fox in that game. Do not like him. He's worse in Forces. He's a fucking coward in Forces. At least in the end battle scene where they're fighting the duplicates, they all are fighting. I've watched that cutscene so many times. I've literally looked at Tails the entire time. In that cutscene, he never does anything. He just flies, talks Zero C, hey, you can do this, and then fucking you do shit. Even it's gone. Like, I don't like talking about Forces. I hate that game. I don't hate the game. Actually, Ness, I kind of hate it. He just sucks in that game. Also, I hate it when people say that Sonic Adventure 2 sucks because, not like, I'm not saying you can't have the opinion on it, but like, what I don't like is that usually when people say something's bad about Sonic Adventure 2, they usually talk about the bad stuff and not the good stuff. They're always like, the gameplay sucks, Knuckles' part sucks, the mech sucks, Sonic's speed is kind of good, but I don't really like it. Like, they never talk about the good stuff. Like the story, and I'm not saying the gameplay's bad. I personally, you know what, I'm just gonna say this is fact right now. Sonic Adventure 2 does not suck. Tails in the Mech is awesome, because it's unique. You know, that's the whole point of adventure. Why do you think the game was called that? It's an adventure. You play as different characters, they have different abilities. Sonic was fast and he could do the spin dash, Tails could do his tail whips and fly, Knuckles could glide and dig, Amy had a hammer, Gamma could shoot, and Big could fish. They all had different abilities, but nobody complains about that. Whereas in Sonic Adventure 2, it's the same thing. Sonic has the speed levels, Tails is in the mech, and Knuckles has the gliding, and jewel hunting again, or Master Emerald hunting. He has that in Sonic Adventure 2. Whereas Tails is very unique in that game. I actually like the Tails in the mech. He made that mech by himself. So, yes, I do like him in a mech. I mean, yeah, I prefer him without the mech, but I don't mind him in it. People still say Sonic Adventure 2's gameplay sucks. Like, don't understand people. Like, Super Speed Sonic, for example, he's a YouTuber out there that said that Sonic Adventure 2 kind of sucks. I disagree with him completely. I mean, that's fine, he can have his opinion, I still disagree with him. He is the best person I've ever seen to say that game sucks, because not only did he talk about the good stuff, but he talked about the stuff that are kind of bad, like how the emeralds pieces don't show up on the radar. Like, they don't all show up. If you miss one, it won't tell you, stuff like that. And then the mech stages, I don't think they're bad. They're like, you shoot, yeah, but that's kind of fun. Whereas with I feel like Knuckles' gameplay is the only real problem. I feel like that shouldn't be like a thing where you can miss emerald pieces. I mean, I'd be fine with it if they just didn't appear until like they were there for the radar. But the fact that they do appear and that you can collect them, but like the game doesn't tell you where they are unless you've done the first piece or second piece, I just hate that. But overall, Sonic Adventure 2 is one of my favorite games and has one of my favorite openings ever. Then there's Sonic Unleashed, my favorite Sonic game. Everything about Unleashed is good. If someone says it's bad, they're wrong. That's fact. It's good. You can't have an opinion that it's bad. You literally can't, because the story is good. There's one look. Okay. Here's something you need to know about everything in fiction, games, movies, TV shows. You can't hate it because there's probably one thing you like about it. You could say you hate Sonic 06 and stuff, but you could say you like the music, like His World. People do like that, so no, that person doesn't hate Sonic 06 because they like one thing about it. Like, it's like, you can't really say you hate something unless you literally like almost nothing about it. Okay, I guess that's the same thing as saying you like one thing. Okay, you literally can't hate it. Okay, I'll say it. If there's one or two things you like about it, then you don't hate it. But if you literally like nothing about it, then you hate it. Like Sonic 4. There's nothing I like about Sonic. I like I like Splash Shell Zone. Okay, then I guess I don't hate Sonic 4 then. Well, I said one or two things. So if like I like one thing about it, and that's it, the music, and that's it. That's it. About Sonic 4 Episode 1. Other than Splash Shield Zone, I like the music. I don't like anything else about it. Least favorite Sonic game ever. Not a game I want to play. I don't consider it canon because of Mania. Sucks. Hate the physics. I'll play any Sonic game, just not, not Sonic 4. Some people say Secret Rings is bad. I don't think Secret Rings is that bad. I mean, I like the story of it. The gameplay's kind of bad. Black Knight was amazing. Why do so many people give Sonic? I feel like Sonic gets hate. I remember back in 2010 when I was growing up playing Sonic, I remember not hearing any hate about Sonic other than 06. Literally, I heard everyone else say that all Sonic games were good other than 06. Now now I'm literally seeing that people saying that Colors is bad. It's like, you can love it when it comes out, but as soon as it ages, you gotta hate it because of the jokes. I've actually heard of someone say they don't like Colors, but they didn't like Colors like at that point when it came out. So that's fine. But like, I don't like how people just suddenly are changing their opinions after 10 years. Like, you didn't do it when the game came out. You just not like it now. Also, IGN's review of Sonic Unleashed is fucking terrible because it came out 12 years ago. Like, it was the first modern Sonic game where he looked like that. They're saying it's trash is because of the Werehog stages. I actually like it when the game slows down. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Sonic games shouldn't be go fast. I hate Sonic games that go fast most of the time, actually, because when you go fast, you could. There's a lot of things that can happen. You could A, bump into an enemy, which could damage you. B, stop at a wall, which can stop your momentum entirely. Or C, fall into a bottomless pit. I honestly have just wanted to play a Sonic like Unreal Engine game, where it's not really a game, where it's just like this Unreal Engine, nice looking graphics, and just be able to run around the field, boost constantly forever, just run around an empty field. Because the only Sonic game where I felt like I'm actually Sonic and I can go fast is none of them, because every game has bottomless pits, enemies, and walls you're gonna bump into. So, yeah. What else can I talk about? Um, This is my last video, 2020. I feel like this year did have some good things about it, like the Sonic movies I said earlier, and other things like Sonic and Tails are, but that's not too well known. Sega knows about it, but it's still not that well known. But, yeah. So what can we look forward to in 2021? Well, probably the Sonic Movie 2 trailer. Not the actual movie itself, but the trailer we can expect, which is pretty fun. We can expect the trailer. Um, what else can we expect? I'm legitimately trying to think now. Better. COVID-19 should be over by the end of next year, 2021, or 2022 at the beginning. It should be over by then, so that's fun. Not like completely, but the vaccine will be pretty much everywhere by that point, and I feel like the world will slowly go back to normal by the time all the vaccine is completely out. Um, what else can I talk about? I guess I'll talk about some Fortnite things because I'm in the game. Um, I wanted to go like see if actually I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Just had to check the time for a second. Anyway, I wanted to check my Fortnite crew thing because Green Arrow's supposed to, you know, no, and it says that December crew pack has been received, and that my next pack is on December 31st, and it's December 31st, and I don't have the Green Arrow skin. I can search up DC right now. No Green Arrow, just my Batman stuff and my Aquaman skin. That's it. So I don't know where that is or when I'm gonna receive it. I know it says next billing date, January 1st, but like, I thought if you like purchased it, you would receive him today. And I know I still have it because it says right there, subscription terms and like canceling info, and I haven't canceled it. It says received. Um, I don't have him yet, so don't know when I'm gonna get him. If I do get him during this, I guess I'll might have to log out and then my game. I'm gonna go back here to talk now. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I feel like hmm, I my Sonic and Tails R reviews, they're good, but like, should I like go more in depth into like it? Because I try to talk about as much as I can about the episode in them, and they honestly do get the most views out of everything I put on my channel. My most viewed video is Sonic and Tails R episode 2 review, right next to my second most viewed video, Tabby is Everywhere, and that's only has a lot of views because Tabby was trending back then. But then I made a part 2 because I found him again on Twitter randomly, and that got over 100 views. Tabby is Everywhere part 3 will only happen if I find him on Instagram randomly. It has to be randomly because it's meant to be he's everywhere. I can't escape him. I can't just search him up. But if I go digging for Sonic stuff and just so happen to see him, then that'll count and I'll make part 3. But I can't directly just search him up, see him, and then make the video. I have to see him randomly on Instagram or just any social media site. So if part 3 ever happens, that'll be a very, very rare upload. Probably. This is my last video. I'm probably going to talk for a lot. What else could I talk about? I guess I can show you here. It's better to just go to my locker and show you this. Where did it say? Where is he? Here he is. I got the style for Master Chief, so I guess this proves that yes, I did get a Series X this Christmas. And I think I've already said this before, but what does this mean about my channel? Well, if you can stream on Xbox Series X, then I might actually start streaming some games on there, like onto this channel, and then, yeah, it'll not be just PlayStation anymore, but Xbox too. I just don't know if you can stream on Xbox, but if you can, I definitely will try and do that. I don't know if you can stream for 60 games, or if it's just Xbox One games or Series X games, I don't know. But, I'll definitely try and look into that. It feels nice having a next-gen console. Last time my family got a last-gen console other than the Switch was the PS4, and that was back in 2013, I believe, or 12. That was so many years ago. Hmm. Well, you know, one of the reasons I'm bummed out about not getting a PS5 is that I have had this account right here you're seeing right now that I'm using, not the YouTube account, but the PSN. I have had this since 2011. Next year, sometime, it'll be 10 years old. 10 years old. That's amazing. 10 years of this PSN. Wow, I would have been like 6 or 5, I think. You know, I think one of the saddest parts of this day is that I'm 15 years old right now, and most of you assume I'm born in 2005, right? And, you know, I am born in 2005, but by next year, if I say I'm 15 years old, then people are going to think I'm born in 2006. But I wasn't born in 2006. That's the weird thing. Like, I'm born at the end of the year, like the last month of the year. So I'm gonna have to wait till the end of 2021 to say I'm 16, even though I should be 16 in the middle of that or before that. But no, because I'm born at the end of the year. I kind of wish I was born in 2006, but I guess it's cool to be born the same year as Shadow the Hedgehog. Wow. What else happened in 2005? What else happened, actually? Other than me being born, Shadow the Hedgehog coming out. Well, I know a lot of kids were born, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to think now, actually. Can't think of anything. I know that 2006 had 360, and then we got Xbox One, now Series X. Series X, to me, doesn't feel like an next-gen console. It feels like an upgrade Xbox One. Like, it literally feels like a new model of an Xbox One. The controller feels the same, it's backward compatible, it just feels like a better Xbox One. But which one do I prefer? Well, account-wise, I think I'd honestly prefer the PS5. Even though it would be really hard to get games because, you know, $9 here in Canada. I would really like to get a PS5 one day. Maybe if I saved up my money, I could get one day. PS5 has a lot of games. They're going to be exclusive. So if there's ever an exclusive game and I want to play it, but it's not released on PS4, then I'm never going to be able to play it. It's sad. Exclusives are like the one reason I want to get a PS5 over a Series X. But we got a Series X and I'm happy about it. I am. It's just feels like I'm playing on an upgrade Xbox because of all the 360 games available. Doesn't feel like I'm playing on a next-gen console other than with Fortnite because of the enhanced graphics. What else can I talk about? I guess I could talk about some games that are coming out in 2021. Gotham Knights is going to come out. Brand new game. I'm W Montreal. Same people who made Arkham Origins, the game that some people don't like for some reason. I'm really looking forward to this because it has a really good story. Bruce Wayne's dead. Batman, I guess. You know, there's something about Batman that I've always liked. And it's that the Joker and Batman, they can't really die forever. There's so many Joker stories I read of him dying, and he always manages to come back somehow. Batman died, not Batman. Joker died in the game Batman Arkham City at the end. Came back in Arkham Knight somehow for Batman's visions, but he still was in the game and had his own bio. And Justice God's Among Us. He dies at the beginning, comes back because of an alternate universe. The Joker cannot die. Like, maybe the original Joker can, but then again, the Lazarus Pit exists, so it's like, literally, I'm never convinced the Joker is truly gone. Ever. Literally, there's never been a Batman story where the Joker's died, and I'm like, yeah, he's dead. I just know he's gonna come back somehow. there's only like one story or movie, something I could think of where the Joker like doesn't necessarily die, but he's like out of the picture and doesn't come back, and that's The Dark Knight Rises. He's nowhere in that movie because I guess he's in prison, and also the actor kind of, well, something happened to him. So yeah, that's the only Batman story I can think of where the Joker exists in the universe and he's gone. Although, I don't know, maybe Batman 1989, because if he dies at the end of that movie, then maybe if I were to watch Batman Returns, that'd be a first. Maybe that might be the only thing where I'm like, yeah, he's dead, because we have, I don't know if Ra's al Ghul's in Batman Forever at all, so I don't think Joker's coming back in that. I don't think he did come back in that. A lot of people hate on Batman and Robin, but I don't think it's that bad of a movie. There are a lot of quirky things with it, but we got the Bat credit card. It feels like it's made by the same people who made the 60s cartoon, the Batman cartoon with Adam West Batman. That's what it feels like, honestly. It really does, because like the quirkiness, the Bat card, like it feels like if it was trying to do a serious thing. Like there's times where Batman can be very serious, and there's also times where he can not be serious. Like a neat little example of this is in the game, in the Arkham games. He has this gadget called the Explosive Gel, which is literally one of the best gadgets ever, and it's an Arkham original, from what I know. Whenever he sprays it, or I'll talk about the characters that can spray it and what they like it looks like. When Batman sprays it, he makes a bat symbol even though there's no one to see. And my favorite example of this is in Arkham Asylum when he makes a big one that takes up 3, and he makes a giant bat symbol. It's actually quite funny, actually. Um, and then Robin in Arkham City, he does an R, and he even does it a certain way where he like makes the R. And Nightwing, I think, kind of does a similar one. And Jason, I don't know what Jason does. I think Batgirl does the same as Batman, but Robin's is definitely my favorite because it's an R. It makes me wonder, should Batman be doing a bee? And should Robin be doing a bird? I don't know. Probably not. But, yeah. What else could I talk about? A lot of people think Mr. Freeze is a villain in the Batman universe, but one series or universe that he's in, I don't consider him really a villain too much. I consider him more of an anti-hero in some ways. In the Batman Arkham games, you first meet him in Arkham City, and he's had his suit stolen, and I didn't even know he could live without the suit. If I'm being honest, I didn't know there was a way. But apparently, we see him in City, and he can survive without the suit. Like I know if he were to leave the museum, he'd probably die instantly. But like, I thought he had to be in the suit at all times, even when in rooms like that. But no, he doesn't. Honestly, that game is the first time I'd ever seen Mr. Freeze without his suit on, with the way he is. So that was pretty interesting. He has to have like this very cold blood in him. I think it's blood, because if he's not below 0, he will die. Like literally, if he was at room temperature, like if he were to just walk outside on a sunny day, he'd probably die instantly because of an accident that happened. But you meet him there, and Batman almost spills all of it out. He's kind of a dick, actually, in the cutscene. Most dickish Batman is on. Actually, Batman's kind of a dick to Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze in the series. He's mean to Ivy about her plants. He doesn't seem to care about plant life at all, actually. And with Freeze, he doesn't seem to care about his life either. Like, there's so many times where he could have let the Joker die, but he doesn't mind letting Freeze die by potentially that happen. Like, I don't know. It just seems odd to me. But anyway, you get him his suit back, and then later on, he has to make a cure for you. And he does make the cure, and then rather than giving you the cure, he just breaks it, and it's like, bring me my wife, Batman, and you can have the cure. And Batman's like, I'm just going to take the cure. And then Mr. Freeze, attacks you, and tries to kill you, but does not succeed, obviously, and has one of the best boss fights in the game. And then, after defeating him, you learn that Harley Quinn took the cure out of the safe by blowing the back of it. So then you leave Freeze there, and then Freeze is like, sorry about that, that was just a fuss. I'm going to give you something to help you now. So he actually, it's one of the, I think it's the only time in the entire Arkham series where a villain actually gives you something that helps you. Like, There's never even a time where a villain gives you like something like willingly. Like he did that willingly. He didn't have to, but he did. I don't really consider Freeze a villain in that game too much. I don't know if he's an anti-hero, but he's more of someone who's like can be good at times, but can also fucking kill you if you mess with him. We talk about his wife. Batman and Mr. Freeze kind of became friends after Arkham City. Because you do get his wife back and he's happy, obviously. But in my playthrough, like, the first thing I did after it was save her because in Batman, I'm gonna do it anyway. That's what Batman does good. Like, I mean, if Batman were to have done it, he probably would have given him the cure, but, like, does he think Batman won't do it? Like, if Batman gets the cure, not only will he be able to, like, get her without having to worry about dying, he could do a lot more stuff without worrying about that. And then we meet him in Arkham Knight. Oh, I'll quickly talk about him in Arkham Origins. Arkham Origins, he's kind of a full-on villain. He ices people in his half, and he honestly looks probably the scariest in that game, to me. He kind of looks really scary, actually. Like, really scary. He has his ice gun, but it's more like a beam on his arm. It's very scary, actually. I don't like it. And, you know, he frees up goons and frees up Batman. And one of his death screens is so chilling. He talks about how killing a man should twist his stomach on the inside. But as I look at you now, I feel nothing. That is such a creepy death screen and dialogue from him. He definitely got a lot better by Arkham City and Knight. In Knight, he's literally in Knight. He's not even a villain in Knight. In the City, he attacks you. In Origins, he does an Asylum. He's not even there, but it still is. In Knight, he doesn't even attack you. Like, he threatens you in a cutscene, but like that's it. He never actually attacks you. He's like a good guy almost. Batman doesn't even take him in after. Freeze is just a guy who had an experiment gone wrong, who just cares about his wife. Even at the end of Origins, he makes Freeze gets kind of beat up by Forrest Bowles, who's a fucking dick, by the way. And Batman still gives him justice. Literally, if it were not for Batman, Nora probably would be dead, but yeah, you leave them there after Arkham Knight doing the DLC, and they're fine together. And his death screens, like, aren't even, like, being mean to Batman. They're just being nice to Batman. It's so weird to hear a villain talking good about Batman. Like, I don't even know if he's a villain anymore at that point. He seems more like a good guy than anything. He's helped us in the past. He made the cure for us. And in the death screen, he literally talks about willing to avenge us. Ugh. But then he does say that you would do the same for me, but, like, does he not know that Batman doesn't kill? Because Batman would not avenge him. He would get justice for him, but I don't think he would kill the person who did it. And then he even says in the other one that his death will not be for nothing. Like, that's like a hero almost. That sounds like a good guy. That doesn't sound like a villain. That sounds like someone trying to help Batman. Even Robinson Alfred sounds like that. We're supposed to be allies. Mr. Freeze is literally an ally in the game. He's not a villain. He really isn't. But something I wanted to talk about Arkham City real quick. There is a side quest you can do that makes sense before the main story is over, but doesn't make sense after. So, here's a spoiler alert real quick. At the end of Arkham City, the Joker is dead because of the Titan. And you need a cure for it, which just broke. And Batman took some of that cure. Now that cure, heals him obviously. But there is a side mission you get before this mission you can do optionally where he takes this cure that Alfred sends you, which ends up being bad and ends up knocking you out obviously. Why would Batman take this after being the main story? It's the one side quest that I really like but is not consistent. I would not recommend doing it after the main story because it makes no sense at all. Batman wouldn't take this cure because he's already been cured. He doesn't need the cure because he's been cured. But it makes sense before because, he hasn't gotten the cure yet. There's also some dialogue in Arkham Knight that doesn't really make sense. Like, it makes sense before the mission, like, before the final mission, but it doesn't make sense after. And then I was wondering, is that because he was planning to lock himself away because of Joker's blood? Because if that's the case, then I guess the dialogue makes sense for both of them, but I don't know. Some of the dialogue does seem like it would fit out of place unless you've beaten the main story. Arkham Knight and City are great games. So is Asylum, and Origins needs more love. What else could I talk about? Um, Trying to think. Maybe I could say some of the stuff I got for Christmas. I don't know, Series X. I got a Sonic blanket. Can't show it, but I got one. What else did I get? I got a, I got a new headset, obviously, but not for Christmas. It was for my birthday. That was the same month. Currently recording this. Um, got some Lego, which was pretty cool. I asked for a Tails plush, but didn't get one. I really want a Tails plush. Literally, if I got a Tails plush, then that would literally get rid of my, like, sadness for not being able to hug Tails, because at that point, I would be able to hug Tails, and I would do it so much. I'll never bully him, ever. Doesn't deserve to be bullied. His two tails are amazing, cute, and cool. Tails is a cute fox. In both ways. I mean, he's cute, like, he looks cute, but I also mean he's cute in that way. If you really know what I'm talking about. What else can I talk about? I got a new hat. New Spider-Man hat, which is pretty cool. I already have a Batman hat. So, it was pretty cool on getting a Spider-Man hat. Yeah, this year just had so much going on with it. I remember when, like, 2019 was around, now 2021 is going to be around. Don't worry, guys. 2021 will be over quick, and then the Sonic movie will come out. This year will probably be fast, I feel like. Because things will start going back to normal. Things are going to be, like, fast. What I mean by that is, like, you know, I don't like how people are saying that they're rushing the Sonic movie, too. Like, I heard someone say, I'm like, what? It's coming out in 2022. That's over a year from now. They have plenty of time. They're like, they literally, like, I know it's live action, but they could literally have plenty of time to make it. Knuckles is going to be in the movie. I hope he'll be as good as he is in the adventure games. And Miles Tails per Hour is going to be in the movie. Miles per Hour. Oh, Miles. I personally consider Miles to be a terrible name for him because... Not Miles, no, God. God, I take that back. I take that back hard. I take that back. I never said that. I didn't mean... I meant to say, I think that Tails is a horrible name for him because he was called it to be bullied. Imagine calling someone a nickname that was used to bully them. That's so sick. Hate that. It would have been better if, like, Sonic just came up with the nickname Tails, which he actually does in a cartoon. And, like, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, that's where it came from. He started calling him Tails, and that's fine. It wasn't like a bully name. It's like a nickname for him. But here, it's a bully name. I hate it. I might just call him... I'm going to call him Miles and Tails from now on. People better know who I'm talking about because I should be able to call a character by their real name and by their fake name. Or nickname. So, yeah. And I know the reason on why he's called Tails because, like, honestly, I just feel like that the name Tails is an official name would have made things so much easier. But the name Miles just sounds a lot better. Think about it. Sonic, Miles, Knuckles, like, it just sounds better to me than Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, like, Tails because he has two tails. At least Knuckles sounds like an actual name. I mean, yeah, it has to do with Knuckles, but it still sounds like a name. Where Sonic, I don't even know what it had to do with like Sonic Boom or something, anything. I thought it was just a name, Sonic. So yes, I do like the name Miles, and I'm probably gonna call him that like 90% of the time now. What else can I talk about? I'm wondering if I should play some Fortnite. I'll say this. This is going to be my last video 2020, unless the Green Arrow, like, if I get the Green Arrow skin, then I might make that like my last Fortnite video 2020, if I get the Green Arrow skin later. How long until the shop updates? Only 3 hours. I don't even know how long I've been streaming for. You know, I feel like New Year's will just come and go for me. Like, I feel like next year will come and I'll just accept it. It's 2021. I'll accept it. It'll 2020 will be over. Saw a lot of jokes saying, "Oh, 2020 is not going to end. It's just going to keep going up." No, I think 2020 is going to end for sure. And when 2021 ends, 2020 ends, it'll be a whole new year. Well, guys, I think I'm going to be done talking for now because I can't really think of anything. Is there anything else I could talk about? Oh yeah, 30th anniversary coming up in a matter of hours. Well, okay, matter of months, because it's in 2021. Sonic 30th anniversary is coming, and with that, there'll probably be a new Sonic game anniversary title. Most of the anniversary titles have been okay. Generations was great. 06 was amazing. Hopefully I don't get offended because I said that. People don't get offended. I just liked 06, in my opinion. What other anniversary titles? Adventure 2 is amazing. Every anniversary title for me so far has been good or amazing, so I think the next anniversary title could be good. Oh, and did you know that the writers just looked up Wikipedia about the characters and then started writing them? Yeah. Fuck those writers. Fuck them hard. I hope they get fired, honestly, soon, because they're horrible writers and they do not know what the fuck they're talking about with characters. Chip's bracelet's gone. Tails is a coward. Knuckles is a fucking idiot and doesn't guard anything and does nothing but stupidity. And Sonic is the only character that's felt like himself since 2010. Even Shadow sometimes feels like himself, but not really. So, oh, and by the way, those writers have been doing it since 2010. That's why things feel so inconsistent. Why the story sucks. If you want to get a Sonic story, just look up Sonic and Tails R. Start watching it. It's great. It has Ryan Drummond. It has Emi as Tails. It has Mike Bullock as Eggman. It has David Humphrey as Knuckles. It has Lisa as Eggman. Lisa as Amy, I meant. It has Jason as Shadow. I hope I didn't spoil anyone by saying those characters and that they do appear in it. I think I might have. Oops. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up this video because I'm starting to get a headache. That was my last video of 2020, unless the Green Arrow skin gets added to my account. If so, I might make an account then. Bye everyone, that was my last video of 2020. 2021's coming. It'll be a whole new year, whole new lot of things. Bye everyone. Oh, and the one person that stayed here, thank you. That means a lot. I didn't think anyone would listen to hear me talk for like 30 minutes straight. Bye now. You can comment on the video if you want. I'll probably see it later. Bye.